If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in basic level where we are building concepts on complex number. So today we'll see how to find the square root of a complex number and we'll see what is De Morbius theorem. Okay, then let's see this. Now suppose you need to find square root of z. So let me take w is equal to square root of z and w square equal to z. So w is also a complex number which is x plus iy. Z is given to you. You need to find square root of this one. So I have taken w which is square root of this. So w square is equal to this. W is equal to x plus iy. So you put it there. Now you separate real and imaginary. So x minus y square is equal to a and 2xy is equal to b. You solve these two whatever way you can possible. You find xy because your xy is you two need to be found because this is the square root. Once you know xy, that is done. That is the square root. W is the square root of z. Given z. This is given to you. And w you are finding. You find w. One idea I have shown you. A plus b whole square you can write a minus b whole square plus 4ab. So 4 I have written in 4 square x square y square. So 2xy whole square. So you put it there, these values, it will be this. So once you know this and this, then it becomes easy. 1 and 3 solution becomes easy because if you add y square will get cancelled. You can do it any number of ways. You can replace x, y, whatever, but that will take some time. Go by this way. A minus b is given, you calculate a plus b. Using a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square plus 2ab. 2ab is known to you. You find a plus b, you know a minus b. Now you can easily find a and b. Solve 1 and 3, find x and y, then find w. So w is 1. So everything will be plus minus because it is square root. Now next is De Morbius theorem. Now what is De Morbius theorem? To find the higher power of a complex number. Suppose you need to find z to the power 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something of this. But should be integer. Then only De Morbius theorem is applicable. So n is integer. Suppose any integer, positive, negative. Then the theorem is this: cos theta plus I sin theta to the power n is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So this theorem can be easily proved. Suppose if I take two complex number, cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1 multiplied by cos theta 2 plus I sin. This one we have seen. If you add two, multiply two complex number, then their arguments are added. So it is cos theta 1 plus theta 2. The last day we have seen is in the last lecture. So this is theta 1 plus theta 2. Now if you theta 1 and theta 2 both equal to theta, because this is identity, this will be true. So what will be this one? Cos theta plus I sin theta, cos theta plus I sin theta. That is cos theta plus I sin theta whole square. It will be cos 2 theta plus I sin theta. You can see 2 is entering in the angle. This power is entering inside the angle. So you can do it for any number of times. So that is the idea. This n will go inside the theta along with theta, cos n theta, I sin theta. Similarly here also, if it is minus, then it will just go to inside. There is nothing is related to this plus minus. This n will go inside that. It is minus n also it will go minus n theta. Whatever n value it will go there. N is an integer. This formula is not valid for non-integer powers of n. But however, we can make some generalization of this formula for other exponents. That is for other exponents, that means non-integer type. You can write some general notation that you will see. You will find it to find nth roots of unity. What we will find in case of intermediate or advanced level theory, we will see. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.